Oh, the fan favorite Greninja got a Mega Evolution. Oh, Greninja. Today we talk about the last starter of the original Kalos trio that Pokemon Legends EA gave a Mega Evolution. Let's talk about how Greninja is. So, base Greninja is not a bad Pokemon, though not too much in VGC. They tried to run Greninja, especially with the Protean ability, but after the Protean nerf, it's so much less usage, which is unfortunate, because Greninja is not a bad Pokemon, has a lot of speed and is decently strong. It can be a very good, fast damager. Even if it doesn't take one hit KOs, it can still deal enough damage to help others take out threats. It also has moves such as Icy Wind, so it can be also very supportive. So yeah, the other ability was Battle Bond, but it was a special event and I don't think it was ever legal in VGC. Because first it became Ash Greninja, which was a Mega Evolution, basically, and then it raised attack, special attack and speed, which was good, never got used in VGC. Especially because I think it was even banned after a certain point. So, Greninja isn't too bad, but again, it was probably the best ability-wise out of the 3 Kalos starters, because Protean was actually useful. The ability to change your typing on the need is very powerful, as we learned with Terastallization. But yeah, if you wanted other water types, if you wanted a water type, usually other water types were better. The most famous example was perhaps Rotom Wash. Rotom Wash for the longest time was the most popular water type to ever run, because it's very good, can be very bulky, can deal lots of damage, can be fast enough, with a Choice Scarf that can also be tricked. It has Will-O-Wisp, though Ahonzeng is still traumatized by that. It has Electro Web, so it can still do speed control. It has Thunder Wave to be more direct. Overall, Rotom Wash was just a better choice. If you want a dark type, don't even get me started. Otherwise, Incineroar is gonna show up again. So, Greninja never had the chance to actually do something, especially because people tend to want a bulky water type in most of their teams. And if you want an offensive water type, Urshifu is here now, though it's not always legal. Tapu Fini is also a great choice, but yeah, Greninja, it's not that it was bad, it's just that better water types come very easily. And people tend to prefer that. Even Milotic tends to be better, mostly because people want to abuse the bulk of water types, which, as you can see, Greninja cannot even understand. 67 defense. Oh my god! Don't even write it in the comments. And 71 special defense. Though it has a very good speed. As I always say, every Pokemon, I think, it has a niche and is unique to itself. And the reason why some Pokemon never shined is because the circumstances weren't met fast enough for this Pokemon to be actually successful. However, the Mega Evolution may change some things. Now, unfortunately, Greninja is one of those Pokemon where a Mega Evolution would have made it too powerful, so they had to waste points on the physical attack. Now, I understand that Water Shuriken, I don't wanna remember incorrectly, but it became a physical attacker. with Ash Greninja. I don't wanna misremember, but yeah, it's still a special move. Anyway, Mega Greninja, as you can see, it got a serious buff to its offensive stats and also quite decent defensive stats. It's not too much, but it can be enough. Of course, the typing in Dark can become very problematic because of how strong fairy types tend to be, especially in the Mega Evolution format where powerful fairy types such as Mega Gardevoir are present. So yeah, so you gotta be very careful with that. But let's discuss the stats. 125 attack is very good, though I don't think we're ever going to use physical Greninja. Okay? Special attack and speed are very good. 133, just to show you, is like is Goldengo's stat. And having 133 in a stat with the speed of Mega Greninja compared to Goldengo's speed is massive. Plus it has very similar bulk, though Goldengo's typing is way better defensively. So yeah, it's a bit of a compensation. There's nothing much else to say. There may be some calculations that may involve a bit more bulk to use these better defensive stats, but generally you probably are ending up using your Greninja like so. Very fast, very strong, just to take out threats as fast as possible. And there we can get to the moves. We can try and see if there's some physical moves. It has Liquidation, it has Night Slash, it has U-Turn that can be useful, it has Rock Slide, it has Waterfall, it has Air Release. There we go. Let's see if it has Knockoff, which will be the only way I can justify ever using physical Greninja. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. So yeah, no physical Greninja for us. Let's go look at the special Greninja. Okay, it's probably going to be the only way you can use this Pokemon. Dark Pulse, of course. Best special Dark type move. Should not learn Snarl, no. You have Blizzard, but this Pokemon has Icy Wind and Ice Beam, as you can see here. You are probably better off opting for either of these two, depending on what you wanna do on this team. Icy Wind if you wanna support a secondary attacker or overhaul your team. You are fast enough that this Icy Wind is probably going to be the very first thing that can attack, so you can control the speed better, and if your partner is also decently fast, that -1 may be used to lower the speed of an opposing Pokemon, and yeah, take it out with your partner. That can be a very good option, and Ice Beam is a very powerful move in general. As per the Water Stab, Hydro Pump is probably going to be the best option, as much as it is reliable. 80%, this is probably going to be what's going to hold back Mega Greninja. The fact that it doesn't actually have a water type move. It has Water Pulse. Hydro Cannon is meh. And as per coverage, you don't see a lot though for for water types. For water types, ice types is probably going to be the best overall. It has Grass Notes for Kyogre when Kyogre is legal, or any grass weak big Pokemon is legal and you can use this, but most of them are better off using a water type move, which the only other option is Water Shuriken. The problem with Water Shuriken is that it sucks, okay? Water Shuriken sucks, just like all the moves that hit multiple times. They never see a lot of competitive usage because you risk to not have the damage you are looking for because you hit only 2 times, and if you look at this, it's only 30 if you hit 2 times, and if you hit 5 times, it's like 75. But you have to hit 5 times, and with the Mega Stone you cannot use the loaded dice, which is the only item that makes moves like Scale Shot actually good to use. So yeah, the main thing that is holding back this Pokemon is unironically the fact that doesn't have water type moves that actually have a good power. The most reliability, the most reliable are Chilling Water and Water Pools that are very low in base power. You can only use Hydro Pump and risk it. You may try to run this Pokemon with a Gravity user as a support. I guess to make Hydro Pump more accurate. It just sucks. Mostly because Greninja has water type physical moves as among the best. It has Liquidation, it has Waterfall. The problem here is at that point you become very weak to Intimidate and you cannot hold a Clear Amulet. If you wanna run physical Greninja despite everything I mentioned up until now because you don't wanna risk missing with Hydro Pump, Liquidation, unfortunately this Pokemon doesn't have knockoff. Night Slash, any coverage can be break as well. Gank Shot, though Gank Shot, same problem, it's inaccurate. Rock Slide, Shadow Sneak, Trailblaze, U-Turn. But you may wanna run it with something like Should Dev, Swords Dance, yeah. Any other status move, it has Helping Hand Aids, Substitute, Switcher who you cannot use, it has Taunt that can be very useful. So you may even use Mega Greninja as this fast, high damage support that can be very good in very specific teams where the damage is well spread among your team. It has double team, of course, and smoke screen, of course, but not much more. You may try and use this. Otherwise, if you don't wanna run a full attacker, you may even run, as I said, fast support Greninja. At that point, you don't have problem. Chilling Water actually become full use because you basically drop the attack. You can use Icy Wind. You can still use Dark Pulse, perhaps, as a coverage, but you may wanna run Taunt and then Protect. And there you have it. This is special fast attacker supporting Greninja. Don't be too scared by what I'm saying, being like Chilly Water is low power and whatever. This damage can actually be very good, especially some threats, because the special attack is so good. So there we go, you can use Greninja in 3 ways. You can use it as a supporting damager, you can use it as a physical attacker with Swords Dance to compensate the Intimidates, or you can use a fast special attacker or loud attacker like this. Though you may wanna do something for Hydro Pump. Unfortunately, this Pokemon doesn't have Scald anymore, which is a problem. A lot of offensive water types got nerfed by the lack of Scald because they nerfed the Scald and now they restricted its learning pool by a lot. So you may wanna run Gravity in a Pokemon. Since it's so fast, it's better probably having it on a Prankster. At that point, it's either Meowstic or Sableye. Probably Sableye is the best because Sableye also has a lot of good supporting option. It has Will-O-Wisp, it has Thunder Wave if you need to outspeed. Though opposing Mega Greninjas or opposing Dark types won't be affected by the Prankster moves. It has a lot of good moves. It has even Disable, it has Anchor. This Pokemon can be very good. It has, of course, Gravity and Foul Play just to actually do something. It has Fake Out as well. So, depending on what you wanna do, just mind you that Sableye is also Mega Evolution, but also wants to use Focus Sash. Mega Sableye never saw any success in the VGC. So it may be the first time where I justify using a Pokemon that can Mega Evolve without the Mega Stone, because in this case you need it without the Mega Stone. And personally in VGC this Pokemon is much better without the Mega Stone. Okay, Prankster is so good. Mega Sableye is good in singles. It has Magic Bounce, it is decently bulky. VGC, this guy has never saw success until now. That is, things may change. Other partners, well, the usual suspect, Tailwind users, Incineroar, Tailwind users such as Whimsicott, which is another prankster that can support your Greninja. Doesn't have Gravity, unfortunately. So, yeah, the usual suspects. Other attackers that I mentioned that you can use with the supporting Greninja. Can be anything, especially if it doesn't need a Mega Evolution. Any powerful attacker you wanna support, Spectre, I don't know, Raging Bolt, Fluttermane, certain versions of Ursaluna, even Volcarona, so you have this duo that covers for each other's weaknesses. Volcarona deals with grass types, Greninja deals with rock types, so you have this double combination where you can spam Heat Wave. You may not even need to set up with Quiver Dance, but it may still be an option depending on the team and the positioning. You may even run it Specs. Okay, so you have this high powerful move spamming Volcarona. This can actually be a very good partner. You spread it very fast and very strong. Thanks to Greninja's support, you may even wanna run it modest without going full on speed, and then you have this beast duo that can just demolish everything on its path. You have this very offensive high pressure lead you can start immediately with, and I think it's going to be very successful. So yeah, it's a heavy suggestion. A Pokemon like Volcarona, especially with Mega Greninja. Other options, aside from the ones I already talked about, you may even run a mixed team. Tailwind Trick Room, fast, slow. You may even run a full Trick Room with a fast option with Mega Greninja, where you have this mid-speed attacker such as Garchomp. Okay? You have this Pokemon that once you drop by one stage with Icy Wind, even if they try and set up Tailwind, it's already too late. So yeah, those kind of teams. Even Pokemon with a mediocre speed stat, such as we talked a lot about Mega Emboar, but that's a Mega Evolution. You may, where is it? Annihilate can also be very good to support because it's immune to Intimidate, gets out of hand very fast. No matter what the opponent's speed control is, this Pokemon is good, and Greninja can slow down opposing Tailwind, making them useless, while Annihilate creates a mess. So yeah, if I gotta be completely honest, I feel like the type of Greninja that will see more usage is going to be a mixed support one, okay? Or the special, fully special one in determined teams. where people are willing to either gamble on Hydro Pump or find a way to take away that weakness. The physical one, I don't know if it's going to be ever used. It may be used, but it will depend if the meta wants it. And it may want it, by the way, when I say depending on the meta, it's actually because this is a first look series, and a lot of these things I'm talking about may have the chance to shine. So don't have a problem with that. If you study the meta, everything is in your hands. So that's probably going to be it. Thank you for watching. We didn't talk about any ability for Greninja, though I really don't know what ability you can give to this Pokemon. If I had to guess, either Sniper or a move that stops possibly the one that is going to be the biggest enemy of this Pokemon, such as all water types. Gastrodon, a way to ignore Storm Drain or abilities like that. So this Pokemon doesn't actually get shut down. You may even wanna run Surf. You may wanna run Surf with a partner Pokemon that actually wants to be hit with a water type move. Gastrodon can be one example, though it's 2 water types, so I don't suggest it, but let's see. Unfortunately, there's not many Storm Drain users that don't overlap with Greninja. The only one is Credily and Maractus. Tatsugiri, another water type. You may run, I don't know, any Pokemon. Let's take any Pokemon that doesn't take Super. Let's make an example with Palkia. With Absorb Bulb. It's a single use Storm Drain. You can use it to set up something. If Dynamax is legal, you may use Colossal with Steam Engine. Although you gotta be very Steam Engine and UP, of course. You gotta be very careful how much damage your Surf is going to deal to a Dynamax the Colossal. Okay? Because if it is too much, you risk to take out your own partner with Surf. This is why I don't wanna suggest Surf from the get-go. It may become useful in a Dynamax meta, where perhaps even a Titar, you Dynamax it takes only 2 pair with Descend, doesn't take 2 damage, plus the Dynamax, plus the weakness policy. Actually is a viable strategy, but we don't know if Dynamax or when Dynamax is gonna come back to be legal. We don't know if it's going to be legal with Mega Evolution. So this is all hypothetical to try and justify a better move than Hydro Pump. Hopefully, perhaps Champions gives it Scald again. But up until then, I feel like this is the most reliable Greninja set. It's a fast taunter, so even Pokemon that stop priorities and wanna set up Trick Room are weak to it. So you may even exclude Icy Wind and use Ice Beam in this set. It's all up to you, really. Anyway, that's all I had to say. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.